is Pammy Jo. I'm doing a series on the heart of God. He's asked me to do this because there's misconceptions about him, and he wants to clear up some of those. And I have sometimes scriptures or book quotations for you. It's not all coming from here. It's coming from here. Here is where the heart and soul reside electronically, energy-wise. They're here, they radiate out to your whole body and to the world around us. To Earth, because we are part of the energy of Earth. And we are put here for a reason. We are called for a reason, but to have a desire to accept calling, you need to understand who's calling. We get a lot of calls on our phones, and when it's a telemarketer or a falsehood, oh, your credit card has been compromised and you don't even have that company, it's a lie. And we all get pissed about lies. So God wants you to know the truth so you're not pissed for nothing. Because there's plenty to be pissed at. It's a falsehood and a deception and self-serving without you being pissed at the truth. The truth will set you free. So, one way to understand God's heart is some things that he's had people write, such as Paul the Apostle in Romans. Now, if you're turned off to the Bible, don't worry. It's a false turnoff. You'll find out later in your life that there's truths that you have rejected that you can reconsider, but I'll give you time for that. But my heart's desire and prayer to God for you and for the Israelites in this book, they are zealots for God, but their zeal is not based on knowledge. Since they did not know the righteousness that comes from God and sought to establish their own, this isn't to pick on any nation, that's just an example. They did not submit to God's righteousness because we were too busy trying to be righteous ourselves to accept help from the person who invented it. That's understandable. And Christ is the end of the law so that there may be righteousness for everyone who believes. Okay, there's more to this than that sentence, so keep with me. Moses described in this way the righteousness is that is by the law. The man who does these things will live by them. So if you set up a system of rules, you have to live by them. Not that there should be no rules. I'm just saying, if you judge your worth based on rules, whether you go here or you go there or you know him or her or you know that person, if your entire identity is based on rules, then you have to live by rules only, not by forgiveness, unmerited favor, acceptance and love, no matter if you make a mistake or not. Who wants to live by rules alone? If you're playing a game, it's okay. But then if you're playing a game and the rules are so strict you can't exceed that level, how fun is that to play the same game over and over and over and over and over and over with no other levels? We're talking here about a higher level game than just simple rules. Do not say, but the righteousness that is by faith says, do not say in your heart, who will ascend to heaven? That is, who will bring Christ down? Or who will descend into the deep? Who will bring Christ up from the dead? What does it say? The word is near you. The word is near you. It's in your mouth and in your heart. That is, if you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord, believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. So that's an example. If you say in your heart, I'm hopeless, that's what you bring to you. If you say in your heart, there's hope for me, there's hope for you. Words are powerful, so are beliefs. It is with your heart that you believe and are justified, and with your mouth you confess and are saved. Anyone who trusts in him will never be put to shame. There's no difference between Jew and Gentile. So, and it is also written, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. So today's lesson about God's heart is accepting yourself without distractions, to take your mind off the things that have always bothered you and that you can't find answers to, so don't try. Accepting you're an eternal soul of love and light that God put here. In so doing, if you confess, I believe that, you are igniting your eternal person. And I think we could use that on earth right now because there is so much frustration. There's so many deceptions. There's so much hurt going on. There's another side to that. But to get there, we have to overcome the physical rules and limitations that we put on ourselves and tap into something more strong than that. Now, you know you have love for some things and hate for others. Where did that come from? I don't think it's all instinct, is it? You love a certain smell of a certain flower or fragrance, or a certain game is more appealing, some other game. Where did that come from? It's coming from somewhere in here, not just here. Technically speaking, these are very similar from human to human. They're bigger in some and small, different in others. But where do all these preferences come from? God knows. God knows you. God knows how to help you make your wildest dream come true. Because when you do, you'll know God. Because that is part of your soul's wildest dream. And if you're not tapping into it, you're going through a lot of frustration that you don't have to. I'm going to keep these videos short, so that's the lesson for today. Love you. Thank you for listening. Bye.